I'm Gustav, and I play guitar and sing, and a bit of keys.
And I'm Scott, and we're also play guitar. We're at Goodbyemotel.
And you're a long way from home.
We are indeed.
We are. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and just came here 2 weeks ago, trying to find a place to live for the last 2 weeks, and now we finally found a place in Bedford-Stuy.
That's right. We have an apartment in Brooklyn for the next 4 months, which is pretty cool.
There's a calculated risk that we might get robbed at least once a day, but that's all part of the budget. So that's okay.
It's all right.
That's all right.
We've got our own rooms now, so it's a nice break from the last 2.5 weeks being crammed into a hotel room altogether on a big king-size bed or a double bed or whatever they give you. So it's good.
It's good.
Has some musical inspiration come out of those
Of course.
Those
intimate moments.
Intimate moments. I think so. Yeah, we I think a bit has come out of it. It's funny, we already we're starting to write a little bit, and I think Brooklyn definitely showed through in one of the little pieces we came up with. But I think we'll see now that we're starting to settle in.
Yeah, we stayed at the Gershwin Hotel, and there was a piano in the foyer, so we just started sitting around that and wrote a bit of a song, which was kind of cool. Just hung out there. The hotel was really, they were good. It was like 1 a.m. or something. Just let us sit around and play and come up with a little tune. So that's what it's all about, I guess, being here and just going with the vibe and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
And what is the plan for the next 4 months? Will it be to work on new music? Is it just going to be to perform? What's the vibe?
Well, we're here for CMJ, which is awesome to be invited to play here. Which is we've done our showcases and all our gigs, and it's been pretty cool. So now we're going to hang out and do some recording, do an album hopefully. So we're just working out where we're going to do it and what we're going to do and timelines and stuff. But 5 months hanging out in New York should be pretty cool.
Yeah, so here we go. Part of the adventure.
What drove you to New York as opposed to the UK or LA or somewhere else?
Well, I mean, we just found that our music was just kind of being well received here. Like we got a few syncs on TV shows like Gossip Girl and Suits and Covert Affairs, and that sort of led us to getting some management over here and started the ball rolling, and then we kind of found ourselves over here. Got invited to play at CMJ and just thought let's
Make the most of it.
bunker down and see what happens in New York.
Yeah.
It's it's a pretty good place to be.
It is a nice city.
It's not bad. It's a pity you're here. Well, maybe a pity, maybe not that you're here in just the dead of the winter though.
Yeah, it could have been summer. It would have been nice.
Oh well, I think the cold will make us stay inside. Make us a bit more focused, possibly.
Play our guitars.
Yeah, but to keep warm. That's right. That's what we'll have to do more than anything. Yeah. No, that's all right. I'm used to the cold from my Nordic backgrounds, so that's okay. That's all right.
That's why you don't have a lot of sun in Sweden.
We have a little bit. All right?
A little bit.
It does get cold. Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be really cold actually. I was here one time in February and it was snowing and hard to get around, but it's kind of exotic to us as well at the same time because we're not used to that. So I think we find it interesting, but I can imagine it's going to get real cold.
Cuddle up.
So let's talk about the road that brought you here. First of all, I understand you have quite a ritualistic nature of your live performances, in terms of there's more than just a straight live show. It's quite a performance as well. There's video involved and things like that. What was the birth of that? What came first? Was it the music? Was it that sort of collaborative performance aspect? What came first with you guys?
Well, the guys, they run a production company on the side. So film, I think, is something, especially for Tom, who's the bass player in the band. He's a director himself, and Scott works with the production company. So obviously, the film is another inspiration, I think. And I think music and image goes really well together and creates a really sort of clear vision sometimes of what you want to portray for an audience or something like that. So I think, it's just always part to be, to show a clear image, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the musicality, and then you've got the the visual aspect, and we do our own film clips and stuff, obviously, because we have luckily we have the skills within the band to do that. So that's what we do. But we've kind of stripped things back though live. We've just gone back to just being a band and just playing our instruments and belting it out. But we do have that other thing too, which is nice to be able to do your own visual things as well. It's a big part of it these days,
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the album. It's been out for a little while now. What's the... I mean, are you technically still on the touring cycle for it?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're here to promote the current
EP,
release or EP or whatever it is. So yeah, we're promoting that here as well, and we're getting good reviews, and it's kind of funny, like we're kind of just doing a pretty stripped back thing, and I think there's a lot of other things going on here, and I think it's just interesting to get up there and just plug in and play. I mean, we used to have a lot of things going on, and we just decided, well, maybe we should just strip back and just play. The four of us plug in and play and see what happens, and that was the idea with the EP, which is getting well received. And,
yeah,
it's cool.
Very much raw.
We're very raw at the moment. Who knows where the next album will go?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously we'll build on that, but yeah, it's kind of a nice place to be at the moment.
Looking at your experiences so far in New York, how do you feel Australian bands in general are received in New York? I mean, are you the sort of band that goes up on stage and says you're from Australia, and do you feel that there's that sort of interest?
I think New York, I think there's a certain interest for Australian bands, especially because, I mean, there's a lot of music going on here, and I find that the quality of the venues here are quite good. And it's always good to show where you're from, and I think that's always sort of reflected in what you're playing. Yeah, so I mean, mention it, of course, and especially with CMJ, with Aussie Barbecue and everything like that, which is great to be part of this sort of musical community that's over here, So I think it's good to share if it's the right moment, but I think, of course, why not?
Yeah, we don't hide away from it. It's great, It's our it's what we do. It's where we're from. I think Americans are really accepting of Aussie music. It's a good place to be. New York's just so much music, but I think everyone's prepared to listen to anything, really. Really cool.
Well, we wish you guys the best of luck with your endeavours in America, and I mean, over the next 4 months, do you feel like we're going to be hearing some new material from you?
I think so. We're in the process now and trying to sort out what the next sort of recording project will be and where it will be done and so on. But yeah, definitely want to keep creating, and I think that's what we're here to do, basically. So hopefully you'll hear something new soon. Thanks.
Well, best of luck. And
Thanks
for taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.